well, I'm super excited. I got a bunch of loot as usual. And I don't know. I hope you guys like this one because I think this is a good one. This is a lot of stuff that I got at estate sales. So I don't know. I feel like the estate sale loot is better than thrift store loot. But I could be wrong, you know, each to his own. But anyhow, I went to 3 estate sales a couple weekends ago. And then, of course, you know your girl went to a whole bunch of thrift stores as well. So I have kind of like a mishmash of random stuff. And yeah. And this is kind of like the glassware haul, just like side note. I don't know. I have a lot of glassware, so just be prepared for that. Okay, all right, and go. So I think I'll just start with like some random stuff from Goodwill that I have around me. Okay, so the first thing is this box. I don't know, guys, like I don't know. I liked that it's green. I like that it's containers. I like that it's like little nautical bits and bobs, and it has like a little hook so you could hang it on the wall. It kind of looks like somebody made it. Like it was, I don't know if this was actually like mass produced this way. I think it kind of looks to me like somebody made it themselves, but I could be wrong. But anyhow, I thought it was kind of cool. I liked all the little shells, a little seahorse. I just thought this would be sort of neat on like a gallery wall, especially if you're into like nautical stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of dusty, so I feel like it might be vintage. I just thought it was cool. So that was $5. Kind of a weird find, but happy to find that guy. And then another little piece of pottery. You guys know I pick up these little pieces of pottery wherever I found them. I think my husband actually found that. So it's signed and it's just really, really cute. So these look good, like just sort of stacked all together. Yeah, very little. That was $1. Then I picked up a set of 3 of these vintage mugs. So I just thought they were so pretty. And they look so in like great condition. So maybe somebody used these more as decor than actually drinking out of them. So orange, blue, and then this one's kind of like a yellow. But they are made in Japan. They have the nice little pedestal and the cool floral design. So that's super cute. Excited to send that away to a new home. Then I picked up, I think this is really the only, yeah, I didn't pick up a lot of pottery in this haul. So I also found this little pottery mug. So whenever I find these, I always buy them. Again, they look really cool all together. They would look so nice on open shelving, just like a whole collection of handmade pottery. There's something cool about handmade pottery because it's all different. This is by the Village Potter. It says, I don't know. It actually has a name that's very clearly written. So I'll have to do a little bit of research about that. I actually didn't think this one was signed and I just saw it. So that's kind of cool. So I grabbed that. Wow. Then I got these 2. I thought they were so cute, little Scotties. A girlfriend of mine she has a Scotty and she's also into vintage. So I actually picked these up for her, but I wanted to show you guys before I gave them to her because I just think they're so cute. So they are, I believe they're either brass or bronze, but I almost want to say bronze because they're quite heavy. And they sort of just have a different tone than your usual brass things. But I thought they were really cute. They were $5, so I hope she likes those too, because I would have kept them if I didn't know that she would love them so much. So sometimes you gotta just let it go. Then I picked up this. It's super random, but I thought it was kind of sweet. So it's like a little napkin holder. And it's wood, but it's handmade and it's hand painted. So it looks kind of maybe a little bit colloquial, but I thought it was really, really sweet. I liked how detailed the little house was, and it's got a little hook, and then on the bottom it is signed. It's from Quebec, and it says fait à la main, which means made by hand. So I thought that was kind of cool. So it came home with me. That was $2.99, so not too shabby. Then I picked up these two little ladies. I thought they were really cool. So they had a set of 4 of them, but they were, I don't know what happened, but like 3 of them were decapitated. So I thought that, I will say, okay, so I bought these 2 and I thought these 2 were both good, but then upon further inspection, I realized that this poor lady was decapitated, but she was fixed really well. But you can definitely see that she's got a little line of glue where they fixed her. So that is a shame. The other 2 that I left were also decapitated. So that is sad. And then, oh goodness. And then the only one that's like in perfect condition is this lady. So I'll probably just sell them as a set. But I was pretty bummed. When I first found them, I was so excited, but then I was pretty bummed when I found out that they were pretty much all broken. They were $2.99 each, so I'm gonna assume that Goodwill also did not realize that they were broken, which is why you gotta really look in the store, because I don't know why the lights are bright at Goodwill. So I don't know what's wrong with me, that I guess I just get excited and I don't want to believe that things are broken. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Because then I get them home and I'm like, this was so obvious. What's wrong with me? So, but anyhow, they are hand painted, and they say hand painted, made in occupied Japan. So that's always fun to see. And they are really cool. But yeah, $2.99 each would be good if she wasn't missing her head. Oh well, what can you do? You win some, you lose some. Then I picked up this bowl. So I have to do more research on this, guys. I feel like I have seen this glass before. And so you know me, I'm not really that great about glass. And so this was kind of a risk a little bit. It was $5, so like not the hugest risk, but I feel like this is something, but I could be completely and totally wrong. But I just thought it was kind of cool anyhow. So hopefully I'm not wrong and this is something that somebody will think is cool, but it does look really neat in the light, right? Isn't that pretty? But I don't know, we'll see. I'm not really sure. If you know anything about this, let me know, because I did like a little tiny bit of research and haven't really come up with much, but I haven't gone into a deep dive because I do like to research. It takes me a long time, but there's something so gratifying about finding a maker of something and being like, I know what it is. So I do try to research and then kind of keep names of things in my phone just for when I'm listing and, you know, future reference. Okay. So all this stuff so far is stuff I picked up at Goodwill. Oh yeah, so then I got this cool box. I think it's handmade. It's pretty neat. It is in the shape of a shell, which I thought was fun, and it's wood. So the top comes off and there's storage there. But as you can kind of see, there's also storage here. Isn't that neat? So it's kind of like a jewelry box, I would have to say, but it could be used really anywhere. My mom has a really similar one that she uses for like Kleenexes and for glasses and kind of like a little side table type thing in the family room. So it could be used for that too. But look at the wood grain, isn't that pretty? So $5, not bad. I was happy about that find. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Then I bought another teapot. And listen, guys, listen. If you're a reseller, just tell me, how do you do well with teapots? I struggle with teapots. I have so many teapots in stock right now. It is crazy. Like, I have a lot of teapots, and like the Fitz and Floyd and the big ones like that sell, but the kind of random ones just, I don't know. They don't sell for me. I can't sell teapots. So what did I do? I bought another teapot. But this one's cool. I hope that you guys agree that this one is a cool one. All right, so because it has its warmer. So before I break it, I'm gonna take the top off of it and I'm gonna take it off of its warmer so that I can show you. But isn't that neat? It's got really nice detail, and it even has like a little, I don't know, like a little thing here to protect the spout, which is delightful. And the handle is metal, so that always worries me a little bit that it's gonna chip it. I try to be careful with that, but it is really neat. And the scenes, the images on here are really beautiful. So it is marked N, so I'm wondering if that's like Napco maybe. I'm not 100% sure. And then the bottom has a little warmer, space for like a little tea candle, and it matches. So I don't know, I thought this was pretty rad. I'm hoping that someone will agree. Goodwill was stinky and they priced the warmer separately from the teapot, which is dumb. So this was $3.99 and the teapot I think was, ooh, the teapot was $7.99. Okay, Goodwill, dang. So all in all, it was like 11 bucks, but I did get my discount, so I guess there's that. Yeah, so I don't know. If you know, tell me if I did okay. It is pretty though. I can't lie. It is really pretty. So anyhow, another teapot, add to my teapot collection. I think my other problem with teapots is just that they're kind of big. Like they take up a lot of space. So when you're storing your inventory, you just end up with like all this shenanigans just everywhere, but that's okay. All right, so moving on. A few more things I found from Goodwill. I got this cool little candle holder. I thought this was really rad. It's got like it's not really a cloisonne, but it does have sort of like a painted enamel. But instead of like it being Chinese, it's Indian. But I just thought it was pretty. You just kind of hold it like that. I thought that was neat. So I grabbed that. Excited to bring that home with me. Then I grabbed a whole, 3 of these cool bowls. So I grabbed this one. So I'm not really sure if I'm gonna sell these or if I'll just keep them for myself, because I do feel like they might be a little bit of a pain in the neck to ship. So I'm not 100% sure what the value on these guys is, like if they're worth trying to resell or if I just bought them because I thought they were cool. Because I just really like the patterns. It really resonated with me. The plastic aisle, you guys tell me, what's your favorite aisle when you go thrifting? So I like the wood, like brass aisle. And what I usually do is when I go in the store, the first thing I do is go to the furniture and just see if there's anything like amazing, like a mid-mod piece or something that if I was like shopping around and someone else got, I would be super sad. So I always do that first, and then I go back to my favorite aisles. I always start with the home good stuff, and I only ever look at clothes if I have extra time, but I'm not really like that into thrifted clothes. It's just too hard, like it takes forever. But my least favorite homewares aisle is definitely the plastic aisle with like the plastic home kitchen stuff. I don't know, I don't really like plastic that much. So when I found these, I was super excited because it's kind of an aisle that I don't go down, but these are like I want to say they're almost like a melamine of some sort, but I'm not really sure. So I got that one, and then I got this big one. So I just thought they would be so cool for like chips. Whenever like we have people over to swim, I usually put out like a whole bunch of different like chips and treats and little like snack food, so these would be really fun for that. So I might just keep them, but this one was $4.99. The smaller one was $2.99. And then I also got this little, I guess it's kind of like a little hors d'oeuvre plate, but I thought this was really pretty too. This one was also $2.99, and I liked that it had a little handle. So maybe I'll sell this one and keep the other two. I don't know. You guys tell me if there's anything that you like. If you really are interested, I would be willing to put them up if you want to. But if you know me, you'll know it'll take me like a full month to list it because I'm just always so backed up with inventory. It's bad, guys. It's so bad. Okay, so I got those. Oh, and I got this cool lamp. Oh gosh. So I guess I shouldn't say that I didn't really get pottery because he's pottery, right? So this is neat. I have actually the same lamp. I have like a huge version of it in my house, but it's in storage because I really haven't found like a good home for it yet. So not sure about that, but I thought this guy was cute because he's just kind of short and squat and fat enough that I would be able to ship him. I would probably take the harp off and then it wouldn't be too bad to ship. So he's really cute. He's pottery. He's from the 70s. Still has his like original brown cord, but very well maintained. So kind of boho. Thought it was cute. It was only $5. So I was like, okay, well, that's really cute for $5. Little boho pottery lamp. So scooped him up. All right. How are we doing over here? Oh, I got this amazing pillow. Look at this. I'm so excited about this, guys. Look, so it actually was originally a rug, I think, that somebody turned into a pillow because you can see where they folded it over and they sewed it. So this is the back, and then this is the other side that I showed you. And it's like a very thick, kind of like a kiln Turkish pillow. So finding this guy at Goodwill was such a coup. I was so excited. Do you feel like certain Goodwills have certain things? I don't even know how to explain it, but the last really cool pillow I found at this same Goodwill, but I've never found like a really cool pillow at some other Goodwills. Like it's almost like certain Goodwills have I think I've said this before, but you tell me. I think that some Goodwills like have their own identity. So there's certain Goodwills where I always find like kitsch, or there's certain Goodwills where I find more like boho. I don't know. It's almost like when you go to a certain Goodwill, obviously you could find anything because it's like the thrill of the hunt, but there's certain Goodwills that elicit more things of a certain caliber. I don't know. But anyhow, cool pillow. Very excited. So it's hard to find neat pillows, and it's definitely hard to find like those like Turkish rugs in any form. So very, very excited to find that, especially at Goodwill. Very, very rare. Okay, I only have a couple more things to show you from Goodwill, and then I can move on to the fun stuff. Yeah. All right, so I got a set of 3 of these mugs. So they are handmade. I got pink, green, and this really pretty periwinkle. So they're not my like tones, but the potter is very famous. So I did a little bit of research because they are signed on the bottom and stamped. It's really hard to see. It's kind of like embossed on the bottom. So I am excited about these because they're pretty popular. So, you know, I always have a million mugs on Etsy, but these are really neat. So hopefully somebody will like them, and I'm gonna sell them as a set altogether. So I nabbed those. And then I nabbed these bookends that are kind of cool. So they are Hager. They're just really neat. They're like pretty 80s, but they were $2.99 each, which is really random. Does your Goodwill do that? My Goodwill always prices bookends separately. Like, well, what happens when one person buys one bookend? Then you're stuck with just one random bookend? That doesn't, okay, whatever, does not compute. But they're really, really cool. So they're like a pretty heavy ceramic, but I like sort of the geometric, simple design of them. So hopefully somebody else likes them too. So those will be on Etsy a year from now. Okay. And then the last thing I got at Goodwill is actually really neat. I was thinking about keeping this for myself, but I think I'll list it just because I have enough stuff. And it's just this really, really cute chip and dip. So it's pretty small, but it's so pretty. Signed on the bottom, hand painted, handmade. I don't know, there's just something so organic and lovely about it. So anyhow, this is a neat piece, and this will be on Etsy as well. Okay, so now, okay, that's it for Goodwill. All right, so a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I saw an estate sale, an advertisement for an estate sale that I really, really wanted to go to. So my boss was super nice and let me take a PTO, like paid time off day, so I could go because, you know, they always start on Thursday or Friday or Wednesday, but never on Saturday. So I'm always super bummed because I almost always miss the first day, which is okay because usually I end up going on the weekend and getting deals, and that's cool too. But when you see the ad and there's a bunch of stuff you want, it's like, sad to wait the 2 days. So anyhow, long story short, I went there and I actually hit a couple other estate sales on that day as well. And it was a drive. It was like a 2-hour drive. Like it was a drive. It was far. So I went on the first day and it did not disappoint. Well, it kind of disappointed, but it was good. So I went there and they had like a ton of stuff. But their prices were pretty high, like pretty much retail. So I was kind of bummed about that because, you know, the whole point of why I'm going to this estate sale is so that I can, you know, maybe buy a couple things for me, but most of the stuff was for resale. So I was like, all right, can't really afford this stuff. But when they were checking me out with a couple things that I did buy, they told me that on Saturday, they were doing the entire house, every single thing, half off. So I was like, oh my goodness. So what was awesome about it is because I had already been on Thursday, I knew exactly what I wanted. So I was able to nab all the stuff that I wanted early. Well, I mean, like, I knew where everything was located. So whenever you go to an estate sale, you see the pictures online maybe, and you have to sort of orient yourself to where those things are located within the house. But because I had been on Thursday when we went on Saturday, I was able to just like and just like zigzag and grab all the stuff that I wanted. So that was really, really fun because I feel like I don't really get to do that often. So yeah. Anyhow, we got up super duper early on Saturday. So we were like one of the first few in line. We got there a whole hour early. So that was really nice. I was very thankful that my husband was willing to do that and drive me 2 hours and still get there an hour early for the sale because I was able to get all the stuff I wanted. So I'll show you the things that I picked up from that sale. So the first thing is this little jadeite. It's hard to see, but it has a little koi fish on the sides. So this is the one item that I did buy the first day full price because it was only $25, which I felt like was a very fair price for it. And I do, as you guys know, collect jadeite. So this will be staying with me. I did get it for me, and I've never seen this piece before with a little koi fish on the side. So I was super excited about that. I just thought it was really, really pretty. So I picked that up on the first day. And then the other thing I picked up on the first day was this cute little clock for $10. And I loved it because it has like the little storks on the side, or the cranes. Can you see that? There's something so cool about like vintage mid-century clocks too. So I loved the numbers on the dials and everything. I just thought it was really cool. And I plugged it in and it does work. It's so loud though. Like I could not have this in my bedroom at night. I would go crazy. This thing is so loud, but it's made in the USA, which is really neat. And it was $10. So This will be on Etsy, and I love it. I just think it's so cute. So those were the two things I picked up, not on sale. And then when we went back, I'll show you the stuff that I got that was on sale. So the first thing I got is this little dish. I left the prices on so I could remember. It says Aphrodite on it, and it has like this really cool lady, and then the back has some markings. I haven't really done any research on it. I just thought it was cool. So I have no idea of the age of this. I don't really know if it's like a vintage repro or what it is, but I just thought it was super rad. So I had to pick it up. I loved the lady. I thought she was so cool. Look at her hair like flowing and her little feet and everything. So I just thought she was really neat. So I picked her up. She was $10 on sale. She was $20 originally. So like that would have been a lot, you know? Then I picked up this really random souvenir piece. So it's this little brass. Sometimes like weird stuff just like calls to me, but I think somebody else will like it too. It's not showing up very nicely on camera, which is such a bummer, but it's this little brass souvenir piece. It says handmade in England, and it has like a little hook on the back, and on the bottom it says Sir Simon Fellyrig and his lady, 1416 AD, Norfolk, England. So obviously it's just like a reproduction little handmade piece, but I definitely would say it's pretty vintage and neat. So I really liked it. That was $8. Okay. Then I got this really cool Roseville vase. So this is my first Roseville piece that I've ever picked up, actually. I've never had one before, and I just thought it was so pretty. I loved the handle. It's just beautiful. So it's signed on the bottom. So this was originally $60, so I got it for $30. But really pretty. Then I got a pair of storks. Oh gosh. Or cranes. These brass cranes are always really fun to find, and they're super cute. So this guy and this guy. So they were $20 originally, so I got the pair of them for $10, which I feel like is a good deal. They cool? So excited about that. Then I got this little brass fish. Thought he was so cute. He's like swimming on coral. He was $10 originally, so I got him for $5. Not too shabby, right? Then I got this little mirror. I will try not to blind you. Isn't that pretty? I just really liked all the detail on that. And there's a little back. So this was $7. So, you know, $3.50. Not bad at all. That's like cheaper than Goodwill price. Then I got a couple of lamps. So the first one I got is this really cool 1950s, like mid-century pink lamp. So I thought this would definitely be popular on Etsy. It was originally $60 and I got it for $30, so not too shabby. Really, really cool. Oh gosh. Then I got a couple of little bell pulls. So I got this one. gosh. Breaking stuff already. Isn't that cool? Just very simple, but really pretty. So that was $20 originally, so I got it for $10. Then I got a bigger one. That was $40 originally, so I got this one for $20. It's really, really long. Oh, I think I have it upside down. But it's really cool. It's got like castles and birds mixed in. So it's like castle and then bird. It's super long too. This is like one of the longest ones I've ever seen. Another castle. Another castle. And just a bunch of flowers. But it's so like intricate. It's so well done. And I love the different stitches. So I just thought it was really, really pretty. So I was excited to grab that. Okay. All right, so this last lamp I got is a challenge to show, to say the least. But this is one of the things I wanted the most. It's California pottery from 1954. And it's a little boudoir lamp. So the top of it in the middle is a lamp. Isn't that so cool? And then the little side dishes come out. So you could use these for a whole bunch of stuff. You could put like little plants in them. They could be little planters. It could be like for trinkets, whatever you want. But it just lights up and it looks so pretty. So I really, really wanted this. But it was $75. So I wasn't gonna pay $75 for it, obviously, but the half price was worth it to me because I just think it's so cool. I like the green a lot. So I was super stoked about that. Okay. Try not to knock everything over here, guys. Oh my goodness, it's a little tenuous. Can't lie, definitely a little tenuous. Okay, so then I got a few needle points. So I got this one that is Vanity Fair. Just thought it was so cool. Is that so cool? These were also like the other thing I really, really wanted. So I luckily had my husband, my wingman, with me. So I sent him to go grab these while I grabbed that boudoir lamp. These were originally $45 each. So I got them for what, like $22.50, something like that. That guy, and then this one is Vogue. So cool. So cool. So very excited to get those. Those will both be, all of this for the most part will be on Etsy. I don't think any of this is really, except for the little jadeite piece, is staying with me. So that's fun for anyone that might be interested in any of these things. Then I picked up a little set of pottery mugs. They are labeled Costa Rica on the bottom. They're really cool. They're these like really sort of rustic handmade pottery mugs, and I'm super excited about them. So it's a set of 4. And these were only $12, so I got the set for $6. So that was a really good deal. So pricing is always like all over the board, I feel like, with thrifts, wherever. So it's kind of whatever people think things are worth. I don't know. But anyhow, very exciting. Loved all of that stuff. So then I went to another sale with my husband on Saturday, and I went to another sale on Thursday, the week, you know, a couple days before, by myself. So when I went to the sale on Thursday, ooh, and we went to another sale on Saturday. We went to a lot of sales. Okay, so we went to the sale on Thursday. I picked up a few things. I got there late because I had gone to the first sale first, so I didn't kind of get to this second sale until midday, but that's okay. I got some vintage Christmas, but I'm holding all my vintage like holiday stuff in one place so I can do like a vintage holiday haul at some point once I fill the bag. So I do have quite a few things to show you, some vintage Christmas and things like that, but not yet. But I did get these little reproduction Staffordshire dogs. I just thought they were really cute. They're Japanese, so they're obviously not like the real deal, but they're still really cool. So they were $10 each. It's kind of high, but I thought they were neat, so I figured they were worth it. That's the other problem with estate sales, is like, I think the stuff that I find is better, but the prices is not always better, but that's okay. Usually you can totally haggle, but not on the first day. They're not going to haggle with you on the first day. So it's like you get the better stuff on the first day, but you're not going to get the better prices. So it's really like hit or miss, what's worth it to you. The other thing I got at that estate sale, I got a pair of these big giant cloisonne. Oh, they're so dusty. Sorry guys. These big giant cloisonne, I don't know, vases, urns. It's really hard to see, but they're like these pretty blue. It sort of picks up all the different tones of blue, but they're really big, which is super rad. Very, very big. So I thought those were very cool. And they also each came with a little stand, which is kind of fun too. So, but yeah, it's hard to find really big cloisonne. And I find the bigger, the more, I mean, obviously logically, right? But for some reason, like when they get bigger like this, they get exponentially more expensive. So these guys are in really good condition. There's like a couple of little, there's like one little spot on one of them that's not perfect, but otherwise they're really, really good. So I was super excited about those. I paid $60 for the set, so like $30 each, which is high, but they're definitely worth a lot more than that. So excited about that. And then the last couple things I picked up at that particular estate sale, I think, yeah, were, I got this little tiny oil painting. I love these little oil paintings. So this one's just really sweet. Kind of a little scene. So that was $8. So I felt like that was a really good deal. I liked that. And then I got this historic St. Augustine little book for my husband because he really likes, when we go on vacation, he likes to find vintage like paper ephemera and tour guide, like guidebook and things that are vintage, to sort of compare what it looked like back then to what it looks like now. So I thought this was so cool because it has like all these color photos of a lot of places that if you've ever been to St. Augustine, you can still go. So I just thought, and he was obsessed with this. I probably should have held it and put it like in his stocking at Christmas, but I couldn't help myself. So this is from 1938. Cool, right? So I don't know how much this was, like just a couple dollars, I think. So that was really fun. And then my husband and I went to that one big estate sale where I got everything half off. And then we went to 2 other estate sales that same day too, or that same weekend. So the first thing we got at the next estate sale, I got a little Russian doll. So she's really neat. I think I paid like $5 for her. And she does have quite a few dolls inside of her. So you always want to check and make sure that she's got friends in there. But she's a nice size and she's really pretty. So got her. And then I found this, it's kind of in rough condition, but I couldn't leave it. I just thought it was really cool. This vintage Great Smoky Mountains souvenir piece. So it's like a little, it's got a little bear and a little Native American girl, and it's like a little pencil case because it opens up and it has 2 pencils and a little ruler. They're not like anything special. They're just regular pencils and ruler, but wouldn't it be so fun to go back like to like the 50s and or 40s or whatever time period you're interested in, and just like buy souvenir items from that time. Like whenever I go on vacation and I look at the souvenir items, I'm always like, wah wah. But like this, I want this souvenir item. Like she's so cute. A little bear. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but anyhow, I thought that was really, really cute. So I just picked that up. This little owl trivet, he was only like $1.50 or something, so couldn't leave him. This little Japanese, I think she's a Kokeshi doll, is that what she's called? I just thought she was pretty. I liked her painting, so she was cute. She was $3. This little ironwood owl, he's a cool guy. He was $8, so kind of a little bit more expensive, but this sale did like 30% off, or no, they did buy one get one free for like all your items. So you just had to find another item that was like less value, obviously, or the same, and you could get it for free. So that was worth it. And then another little souvenir piece. This is like a little Canadian souvenir piece. It says St. Adele Lodge, souvenir of St. Adele Lodge, Canada. It's this cute little Native American leather wallet, and it's got, I just thought that was so cute. I loved it. So this was $2. And then the last thing was just this kind of cool pottery bowl. This was $5, so kind of fun. These are another nice thing to have for like parties when you have people over. That you can just put, I love putting like snacks in a whole bunch of different funky bowls. So I have kind of a collection of vintage pottery that I just throw snacks in whenever people come over. So I kind of like this one because it was like weird and bubbly. I don't know. So anyhow, that was neat. So that is all I got from that estate sale. And then the last estate sale that we went to, I actually picked up some furniture. So I will show you that at the end of this haul. And yeah, so this last estate sale was like a digger sale. In our area, we really don't have very many digger sales. Like I've honestly never been to one. Usually our estate sales, like everything's like lined up perfectly and everything's clean and everything's priced, like they don't play. So when I went to this one, I really wasn't expecting it to be anywhere near what it was. Cause I know that the pictures don't show everything, but in our area, for the most part, the pictures show pretty much everything. So their pictures were kind of like meh. And so I was like, well, this was a really interesting estate sale. This estate sale owner had his phone number in the listing and said that you could call him and pre-buy things. So I was like, man, that's weird too. So I actually pre-bought some furniture from him that I'm going to show you in a minute. And we went to go pick up the furniture, and in doing so realized that it was like a total picker sale. There was like tons of stuff just everywhere. And I was like, oh, I wish I would have gotten here earlier. I would have definitely been all for this. So whatever, you live and learn. But I did find some cool stuff, so I'm not like complaining. I got this really cute little dock set. So this is like a little wallet and change caddy. So it would go on a man's bedside table, and his little wallet would go here, and his keys or his change would go there. So, or his watch. So very cute little dock set. I've seen these before, but I've never actually had one. So that's the first one I've gotten. Then I got a set of these vintage cups. So I just thought these were so cool in Boho. They come out, so they're just regular glass cups, and then they have these little cute little rattan holders. So you could put really any cups that fit in there, but it's nice because you can easily wash the cup without messing up the rattan, but you still get the idea, like the look of it, and they're so cool. So I got a set of 4 of those, and then I got a set of 6 of these really cool vintage 1970s kind of flower power daisy cups. I thought these were so pretty. So funny. I keep thrifting all these cups that I actually like better than the ones that we have, but I'm too lazy to pull the ones that we have in our cabinets down and list those. So I just keep listing the ones I'm thrifting instead. And I'm like, wait, no, I gotta save some of these and sell some of the ones I have in my cabinet. What am I doing? But I think that's one of the things that's kind of fun about a reseller. Being a reseller is just the idea that you're kind of always leveling up. So you might have a whole bunch of stuff in your house, and then just as you find things that you like better, you just kind of sell the old and bring in the new. So it kind of feels like it feels less wasteful for me, because I struggle with, I love to have so much stuff and thrift so much stuff, but it feels wasteful to get rid of things. So it's nice to find new homes for things. Then I got this lady. I thought she was really cute. She goes over a can of, I don't know, hairspray, but I just thought her little face was pretty. And I know that some people collect these. So she still has her sticker on the inside. She's made in Japan, obviously. And I just thought she was so pretty. Look at her little eyelashes. I love her. But I've seen people collect these, and they have like a whole set of them, and they look so cool together. So I scooped her up. I think he bundled all my stuff together, so I don't really know like how much I paid for anything, to be completely honest, because I just had like a pile of random stuff. But yeah. Oh, and then I got this also from him. So I pre-bought this because I knew that I wanted it. It will be for Etsy, but I just figured somebody would really want it because it's cool. I like the little thingamahooies on the top. Cute, right? Okay, so I have a few more things to show that I thrifted this week, actually. So I'm excited to show you those things, and then I'll go outside and show you the furniture, and then that'll be this. So, I don't know, guys. Like, the people that messaged me and said that they like long hauls, I'm so glad that you do, because your girl is not good at not doing long hauls. Like, I just am not. So what I really should do if I was smart is film way more shorter videos, but I'm just not good at that. So one day, goals. Okay, so the other day I had to go down south to take one of 50 million certification tests for my reading endorsement, because teacher life. So luckily I passed my test, yay me. And so because of that, I rewarded myself with some thrifting. So as you guys know, my favorite thrift store is about 45 minutes to an hour south of me. So I got to go, and that was awesome. I literally got there in the last like 45 minutes before they were closing, because they close at 6. And so I was like running through the store like a mad woman. It was stressful, but worth it. All right. So they were doing half price, all colors but red. So I picked up a few things that were half price. So the first thing I got were these really cool bookends. So I know that these sort of birds are really in right now. Not really sure if these guys, I don't know, are they cranes? Maybe not, but their long beaks kind of evoke that feeling. So I just thought they were really pretty. They were originally $29 for the set, but I got it for half price because it was yellow, so $15. Then I got this weird knife. I really don't know why I got it, other than I just thought it was cool. Do you ever do that? I don't know. It was really inexpensive too. It was like $1.50. So it's just a bread knife. But I just really liked the handle. It's like porcelain and hand painted. So I don't think I'll sell this. I think I'll just kind of throw it in with the rest of my random stuff. If I could find more of these, it would be really pretty on display, like, you know, with the handle up in a jar. But I feel like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find a whole bunch more of these. But anyhow, it was pretty, so I bought it. Don't ask. Oh my gosh. Then I found a little needlepoint. So I really liked that it was framed under glass, and it was just framed in this really nice little frame. So neat and tidy. And the back, you know, it's not all falling apart. It's just really nice and neat and tidy. So I got that. It was $5. I thought it was really cute. Little teapot. I don't know. Figured somebody would agree that that is pretty cute. Okay. Then I got some more glasses as usual. I got a set of these Blendo glasses. So they're not in perfect condition. Some of them have a little bit of dishwasher damage, and they're missing some of the gold around the top, but I just couldn't resist them. They're so pretty. So I got green, I got 2 purple, and then 2 orange. So yeah, set of 5. Those will be on Etsy. And then I got these awesome cups, which I think I'm gonna keep these and list some other cups that we have in our cabinet because they're just so rad. So these were $1.99 each, and they're all different waterfowl. So this is duck. I like that it literally just says duck, like not mallard, it says duck, just duck. So there's duck, and then there is pheasant. Is that cool? I love the colors on these. They're just so pretty. So there's duck, there's pheasant, there is wild geese. Wild geese. Hello, wild geese. Oh no, wild geese has a little chip. Sad. Oh, this one's my favorite. Grouse. That's so cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm just amusing myself and you guys think I'm a lunatic, but another duck. Let's see. I think that's it. Yes. I think that's it. Yeah, so it looks like I have 2 grouse, 2 pheasants, 2 ducks, and 1 broken goose. Oh well, what can you do? So yes. Then I found this really cool little urn. It needs a slight polish, but it's very old. So I love old brass, right? I always pick up brass, but it's really fun when you find the very old pieces. So this was $5. It was originally 10, but it was on sale. But I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it out because it's so stinking dark right now in our house. Yeah, so probably not. So what I did is I grabbed another one that I have that's already in my collection. So this is a piece that I got from an estate sale, and it was in one of my hauls, one of my first hauls that we did, and I just love this piece. So, but you can see kind of that it has like animals etched in it. It's super detailed. So like the newer brass, and you can see it has like people, there's more animals. It's hard to see, but the newer brass just has really pretty filigree detail, but not like animals and people and just so much detail. Like this has animals running all around it, and they're all different animals too. Like there's like dogs and deer, and it's just really neat. So I was super excited to find this piece because it has all the funky animals and the people and all the things. So I believe this is Turkish. I don't think it's actually Indian, but I could be wrong. But anyhow, I just really liked it. So I grabbed that to go with my other one just as part of my collection. And then the last thing I got is this really cool bracelet. So I did get this for myself, which was a little bit naughty, but I just loved it. So it's this really cool sterling silver bangle, or cuff rather, and it has really pretty inlay stones. Like it's got lapis, looks like coral, onyx, turquoise, just kind of the gamut of all different really pretty stones, and it's marked sterling silver. So this was $40. So I mean, not super cheap, but definitely way cheaper than if I were to get it at a dealer or on Etsy or something like that. So I was very excited to find that because it's so beautiful. So yeah, okay, I think that's pretty much everything. Yesterday I went to the Habitat for Humanity Restore. There's a rug there, you guys. Oh, I wanted it so bad, but it was like $350. So I had my eye on it. I literally saw it like a week ago, and I was like, well, go back and see if it's on sale. And it was already sold. So somebody else must have realized how awesome of a rug it was, but it wasn't meant to be because that's really expensive, $300. It was a big rug though, so it kind of makes sense. I'm sure it was worth it, but you know, not meant to be. They also have some really cool wall hangings that I've had my eye on that they have marked really high. So I'm just like, every once in a while I go and check on them and see if they're still there and see if they're marked down. So we're getting there, we're getting closer. So if they get marked down enough, then I'll scoop them and then they'll be in a haul. But anyhow, they have really cool stuff. They had like a huge brand new clawfoot bathtub. I was like, ooh, I want this. It was really expensive though, so like I didn't need it, but it was really cool. So it's always fun to go and just see what they have anyhow. But I found a couple of mugs, nothing really that exciting. But I did find this really cool lamp that I wanted to share with you. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. So it is a swag lamp. It's a hanging lamp, and it is decorated with all of these beautiful glass stones. Yikes. Oh my gosh. It's so heavy, you guys. Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna what I'm gonna do with it. So I bought it for me. I'm gonna put it somewhere in our house because it weighs 1,000 pounds. Like, I would not even begin to know how to mail this without it costing someone $100 to mail, because it is so heavy. I don't know how we're even gonna hang this from our ceiling, to be completely honest. Like, this thing is no joke. It is so heavy. So I have done a lot of research because I thought that I would be able to find it. I cannot find it. It does remind me of some Mexican brutalist pieces that I have seen online, but it's not exactly the same. So I don't want to attribute it to any of those artists because those pieces are worth like big money, and I'm not trying to say that this is worth big money when who knows, it could be, you know, not worth anything. But anyhow, I just picked it up because I thought it was beautiful. I loved the glass. I can't wait to see how it looks illuminated with the light like pouring through. It's gonna be stunning. But it's solid brass and it weighs 1,000,000 pounds. And I'm like out of breath from holding it, so it's gonna hopefully not pull my whole ceiling out. I don't even know how we're gonna anchor this so that it doesn't fall, but problems for my husband to solve. And I love it. So he actually really liked it too, and he's usually like, no more lamps, because I have like 1,000,000 lamps. I just have a thing for lamps and cups and chairs. Anyhow, he really liked it, so that was exciting for me. And yeah, if you guys know anything about this, or you're like, oh, I think this could be such and such, tell me. Even if it's not, it's totally cool because I could use a lead. I've done a lot of research on it and I cannot find anything on it. So that is difficult. Okay. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you one of my favorite things I got. Silly me. So I found this owl and I just thought he was so cool. So he is a shaker. He's a salt shaker, and he is pewter. He's got tons of markings on his little derriere, and he's from the 1930s. He's quite old, or 40s, something, I think 30s though. But I loved his little glass eyes. I don't know, there's something like so whimsical about him. I just loved him. So he was $10, which is quite a lot, but he's actually worth like 88 bucks on Etsy, so that's a lot. And I just thought he was really cute, but he's gonna stay with me. He's just too charming to get rid of, and his little head is supposed to come off to put more salt in, but he's pretty corroded, so I don't even have any idea how that would even work. So yeah, so I'm not sure if anybody else would even want him, but I want him because I love him. So cute, right? So unique and weird. I love stuff like that. So that was a really good find. I was super excited about him. I loved his little glass eyes. So yeah, I think that's everything. I'm just gonna take you outside and show you the furniture, and that is that. All right guys, give me a minute. All right guys, so we're in the back half of our kitchen right now because I'm gonna take you out to the lanai so I can show you the furniture. But before I do, I actually wanted to show you this Czechoslovakian set that I completely forgot that I wanted to show you. So it was too many pieces. It was too many pieces for me to just drag them all over to my other filming spot, so I just left them over here. But I bought the whole set together. So they were originally $70 from Goodwill, and then I got 25% off and then another $10 off that. So I think I ended up paying like around $50, so not too bad. The only thing that is kind of a bummer is because they have everything like wrapped up, it's hard to tell if things have chips, but so far they're in pretty good shape. But some of the little spice containers have some problems, but you can see like right there. But anyhow, they're quite old, as I'm sure you know. And they're really lovely. So I think that what I would like to do is sell the entire set, although I think it'll be a little bit, it might take some time for it to find the right buyer, but it's so cool. I mean, you get prunes, you got vinegar, rice, coffee, oatmeal, sugar. Then here is the salt. The salt is so rad. Tea. So pretty much the whole entire set, and then a whole bunch of little spices. So we get nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and I don't even know what mace is. I don't know what that is. I don't know. You tell me. You guys know what that is? So anyhow, got the whole set. Thought they were really cool. So not sure when I'll get those listed. There's a part of me that wants to keep them, but they don't really match my vibe that we have going on in sort of our mid-century boho household. But I just thought they were so beautiful. I couldn't leave them behind. I love these old graphics and the old fonts. The other thing I wanted to show you is just a couple little things I got, or one sort of package of things I got on Etsy. So I ordered these online, and they're really cool. So if you are interested in the seller, I'd be happy to link it below. But anyhow, they're little sachets filled with lavender, and the seller just uses vintage linens and creates these lovely little pouches filled with lavender, and they're all unique. It's kind of, you don't know which ones you're gonna get. She just sort of randomly makes them and gives you them, and it's a surprise. But I just think they're so beautiful. They would make such nice little gifts. Like this would be such a nice bridal shower gift, like in a little pouch. They smell fantastic. They're full of lavender, and I'm really excited about them. So I put them in my drawers, like my with my clothes. They are also nice to kind of nestle in some shoes. So, but they are very potent, but that's nice. So I'm sure that, you know, this would be the kind of thing that if you were crafty, you could easily make. But when you think about how much time it actually goes into finding the vintage linens and washing and pressing the vintage linens and buying the lavender and filling them all up with lavender and then sewing them all together, I mean, the hours of time that it would take versus, you know, I think I paid $24 for the whole set and free shipping. It just was more worth it for me to support a small business than try to do it myself. But anyhow, I just think they're quite lovely. And I wanted to share them with you guys. Okay, so now, oh yes, I also wanted to show you, just really random, but we put in a new light over here. It's a vintage school light, so I thought that was cool. I figured you guys might appreciate that. Okay, so now I'm bringing you out to the lanai so I can show you the new furniture that we got. Okay. All right, so there's, so I got this rattan bookshelf that I'm kind of using as a towel shelf out here, and then also to hold sunglasses and sunscreen and things like that. So I thought that was really cool. And then show you the other part of our little lanai. This is where I have that neat pillow that I thrifted that I showed you earlier in the haul. And then I got this really cool peacock chaise. So I bought this to resell, and now of course I want to keep it, and I'm not really sure what to do. But anyhow, I just thought I would show you because I just thought it was so lovely. All right, friends, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.